Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Skywalker Stories. My name is Just Singh, and I'm here joined with.
Devon Shah, and today is part two of our Zack Snyder Justice League breakdown slash review.
Yeah,
All right, so yeah, sorry about the whole week hiatus thing.
yeah.
Stuff happened.
Um, we had a lot of
So yeah,
exams and stuff for school, and we just had to kind of take a break from YouTube for a bit, but
yeah.
we're back. So,
All
yeah,
right, yeah. So we're gonna get straight into it. We are talking about part five, all the king's horses.
yep, we are.
So what's
Um, Basically, this is gonna start off with Cyborg's vision. Very big part of this.
yeah,
Like he tried. This is when they're resurrecting Superman, guys. So if you missed our previous part, we covered the other ones. This is where we're at right now. This is where they're trying to resurrect Superman, and they're kind of just hesitating a little bit. Batman's like, or well, Flash is like, do we still want to go through with this? Blah blah blah, and they're like, yeah. So when they're resurrecting Superman, Cyborg has a vision, and well, he kind of sees into the future.
which
Earth
we'll
blows
get
up.
we'll get to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, we'll talk about it.
yeah. So then after that, they need the mother box to put um to get Superman back to life.
Yeah.
Jesus, I blanked.
Yeah.
So then what happens is if the mother box touches the water, then they like all die or something. No,
Well, yeah. I mean, they
yeah,
don't die, but they kind of need the charge to
yeah. So
resurrect.
then, so what happens is the box touches the water, but then Flash is like, hell no, runs back in time, and then they resurrect Superman.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And there you go. Superman's back.
yeah.
He flies up into the sky. It's kind of the same as what we got in the other cut,
Of
but
Justice League.
hey, he kind of flies up into the sky. He drops down. He looks at
Well,
the
yeah,
monument, stuff like that.
and then it is Superman versus Justice League.
Yeah,
So yeah,
which is
which was really, which is like it wasn't a Kal-El, no, it was a Kal-El, no, right?
yeah. She says it like she actually wanted to stop
Yeah,
Killer.
this was the same which we saw in Justice League, right? It was the one part that they kept.
Yeah,
It was cool to see. So yeah,
yeah,
so before we get to the next parts, I really liked the whole resurrecting Superman thing. It wasn't as corny or as cheesy as they did in Justice League. It actually had
yeah,
meaning, and Flash was like he was my hero and stuff like that.
yeah.
And when they're digging up his grave, and Flash is like he was my hero and like all that, everyone's sad and stuff. So yeah,
And then he fights the Justice League. Wonder Woman gets well into the ground, and then Batman comes. Batman, Superman, eyes meet, and well, he's like, I know you, and stuff like that. And he starts rushing towards him. Everyone's trying to stop Superman. Flash tries to run at him, and he just gets pushed away, and all that. And basically, Batman blocks Superman's laser beams,
yeah,
the gauntlets that he created, that Alfred created for him, and which was really cool. This was cut from the Justice League cut.
yeah,
So yeah, this explains a lot on how Batman's allowed to even do that. I mean, it's
yeah,
Batman; like he figures everything out. And yeah, we get none of that corny. Do you bleed? None of that. Like
yeah.
we don't want that.
Okay. After that, Steppenwolf arrives at Atlantis
Atlantis, you mean Star Labs?
Star Labs to get the third mother box,
Yes.
and then yeah, he gets it.
Yeah, he does.
But yeah,
He gets all three.
but then after that, well, before Silas Stone is in there
Yeah.
trying to destroy the box, but what ends up happening is he kills himself and the box stays. So
Yeah.
Steppenwolf gets all three. So
Yep.
yeah, um,
And he gets the "So begins the end" line. And
yeah.
yeah,
All right, so then that's everything important in part five
yeah,
of all the King's horses. Now let's talk about this part for some moments here. The the chemistry between everybody, all in the team, is so good.
yeah,
It is so great.
yeah,
Um, Gal Gadot, especially, when she like talked to everybody, she's like, you know what, we need to do this. Like, we need to do this. But the one who I truly fell for here was Batman. because this Batman has hope again. This Batman is like, I've united this team finally. We can do this. I have hope again. I'm not some dark guy who's been through everything. My adopted son is dead, stuff like that. So those are
Oh,
my thoughts on part 5. I absolutely loved it. I thought, all the team finally together after the entire fight, is amazing. They all, care for each other. Like Aquaman this time, he's not being a bad person. He's like, this guy's father just died. Like, give him a break, something like that. So, yeah,
okay. Yeah. Aquaman, in the other movie, I'm not gonna say he was douchey, but he was kind of like this one. He showed a little sympathy,
yeah,
especially for Cyborg and losing his father just like that. And he's like, you know what? His father died because of us, and he was actually kind of there. He felt everything that Cyborg would have felt, being from a family where his mother had to go back to Atlantis to, save everyone, save his father and him. So he gets that. So I really like the relate, how they relate on that. So yeah, basically what I think of this part is it's pretty cool.
yeah, it is. Okay, part 6. What is part 6 called?
Something darker.
Yeah,
Dark side, in fact.
yeah. Okay, so the Justice League meets Alfred in a bat cave. And then, they talk, and then Batman's like, something darker. And I'm like, oh, classic Zack Snyder putting the chapter line in the movie, you know,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Okay.
Right. So then after that,
After that, we basically get that scene of Batman. He's kind of talking about how Flash came to him in BVS and said, what is it called? Lois
Lois
Lane
is the
is the key.
key.
Yeah, and Batman, he seems a lot more optimistic now because it seems like he has faith. He even tells that to Alfred, and he's like, "Have faith, Alfred. I know he'll come." He's talking about Superman, and I like this Batman a lot. I think he's back to where he used to be. He's very thankful, and yeah,
Yeah.
what happens
Um,
next?
After that, Martha, Lois, and Clark reunion.
Yeah,
Now we don't. I still don't know if that was Martha or Martian Manhunter, as we saw earlier in the movie, where Martha was Martian Manhunter. But this scene wasn't that impactful to me, only because I don't think Amy Adams is great in this movie. I don't think she's very good. I think Henry Cavill is great. You know,
yeah,
he's the perfect Superman in my opinion.
yeah. Fits all
Right.
the description.
It's like, now, yeah. At least there wasn't a line where, "How did it feel when you came back?" Itchy. Like, I'm so glad that wasn't in the movie.
Yeah,
But I didn't like how they put the line where she's like, "You smell good," and he's like, "Did I not before?" I don't like that line. No, but So yeah, they had a little reunion, and then Clark says one of my favorite lines from the entire movie: "I have a second chance. I am not gonna waste it." I love that
yeah,
line.
yeah.
It's great. So yeah, what's after that?
Well, basically after that, we got a little bit more scenes of Aquaman and the League talking. Aquaman, like we said before, he feels extremely sad about Cyborg. Cyborg's just doing his best to fix the what is it, the bad shit, I think. Yeah, so they're trying to get that to fly as well, and yeah, we just get a couple more scenes of the League. And this is where Batman talks about what they're gonna do and what the plan is.
Yeah. After that, Batjet,
Yeah.
uh, and Cyborg is able to fix it. Um, so Ish, you want to talk about that?
Well, basically, Cyborg, he does what he does best, technology, and he
Because he
fixes.
isn't. Yeah.
Yeah, he's literally like Cyborg, and he fixes the bad jet. They get to fly it, and that's a very cool
Yeah.
scene. Yeah.
And then after that, very let's before we get to that, before you get to that, let's just talk about this part before that scene. It was good. It was good. It was like the team, they're finally getting together. They're like, all right, let's go kick some butt. Right.
Yeah.
I think Ben Affleck is just amazing as Batman.
Yeah.
Uh, he's not better than Christian Bale, but he's a great Batman. Probably second or third best.
Yeah, I give him a second.
Yeah. All right. What's after that?
Well, after that, Superman um, heads to the Kryptonian ship.
Yeah. And he.
He walks by a lot of different suits.
Yeah.
The one that General Zod wore, the one that
He
Jor-El,
wore
yeah, the one that Jor-El had as well
the
back
one
on
that
Krypton,
the one Superman wore.
the blue and the
Yeah.
red suit, and he skips
But
past all those, and he goes to the black suit. Yeah, he picks it up. It makes perfect sense.
yeah,
Right back to the comics.
that's his resurrection suit.
Yeah,
So after
regeneration.
that, uh, probably one of my favorite parts of the entire movie. One of my favorite 30 seconds
Yeah,
ever. Superman first flight.
yeah,
Oh my god, dude. And then, it's like fly son. Love them, Cal. Like we loved you. Like all those lines from his real father, from Jonathan Kent, from Jor-El.
yeah.
Amazing. They all fit,
His two fathers and their
Yeah. And then
talking.
he flies up and it's with and then he looks up at the sun and things like that.
We get
Yeah.
the Man of Steel, theme in the
Yeah.
back, which is it's just amazing, man.
Yeah.
Really cool to see. And well, after that, the League arrives at well, I don't know what they call it, the nuclear power plant, the
Yeah.
kind of
But in Justice League it was like literally Russia, I swear.
yeah, I don't know what, I have no idea. I'm so glad that Russian family is gone. Like,
Yeah.
I get the point of what Josh Sweden was trying to portray.
He was trying to
But,
Avengers it.
like, no one cares about him. Like, straight up, we're trying
Yeah.
to see the actual action. Like,
Yeah.
they had that and not Flash running back in time, which we'll get to. Well, basically, at this point, they got a plan. Batman's gonna try to missile the whole little cage red thing that they have, or whatever they had, caging the mother boxes. And Batman's gonna try to take the Bat and just missile it through.
Yeah, it did not work.
Yeah, so he tried it, didn't work, and then he threw like 20 of them, and
And
he
then
went through.
yeah.
And he's like, "Oh crap, I'm in this, you know, apocalypse barrier, whatever you want to call it." And then everyone comes together, and Batman pulls out the Batmobile and goes to town.
Yeah. So by the way, guys, after our breakdown, we will be reviewing the entire movie as a whole with the
Yeah.
other parts. So we'll just be mentioning parts like that. So our last video was a little bit of a review, but more of a breakdown for this video, so we could review the entire movie in this video.
Yeah.
So it's long. It'll probably be longer than usual.
Yeah.
After that, quick Superman meets Alfred. So Superman flies in. You must be Alfred, Master Kent. Scene done. So then flat, and then after that,
Flash running around the whole entire town, causing this. Well, basically, what Batman said to Flash was, "You got to run faster than ever, and you got to hold that for a very long time." And yeah, so Flash is doing laps around the whole town, like insanely fast. And I forgot what they're really trying to do here. I think it was cause some energy that they needed or something for the charge that he needed to connect to the Unity or something like that. And yeah, so Flash is running around, and then what happens next?
Cyborg connects to the Unity. Cyborg connects to the Unity of the mother boxes, and he's like, "Barry, not now, not now, Barry, Barry, not
Yeah.
now."
I really love Cyborg's emotion and the way he said like all of his lines here. It really sets the tone.
It does.
Like the one, after this, basically Steppenwolf is about to kill him, and Superman arrives just in time.
Superman arrives, and then boom, axe on shoulder. Not impressed.
Yeah.
And then breaks the thing, and it starts boom, boom, bomb, bomb, boom.
Everyone is just beating the crap out of
Bodying. They're just bodying Steppenwolf.
Yeah.
They
Wonder
are
Woman, Gauntlet, Aquaman with the
stab in the
backhanded-
back,
Yeah.
and then he's like, "All right."
Yeah. So basically that happens, and
Yeah.
then Oh yeah, also Steppenwolf gets his ear cut off. How could we miss that?
Oh yeah, when Superman is violating Steppenwolf,
Yeah, so when he's
going
punching him like 20
boom,
times,
boom.
yeah, when
Yeah,
he's like punching him like a billion times and then he
little
cuts off
laser.
his
Yeah,
horn. Yeah, that
pretty
happens.
cool. It's
And
awesome. It's
yeah,
cool.
that's one of the best action
That's
scenes.
Superman's job.
Yeah, and
Um, yeah.
after this, we're back to Barry, and he's like, "It's too late."
Barry now, Barry now. But then Barry got shot by a
Yeah,
parademon.
which is
I don't know how a parademon got that shot in time. Didn't make
yeah, they're better
sense.
than stormtroopers, I guess. They can hit shots.
Yeah, they can.
um, yeah, so that happens, and they're too late, and everyone dies.
But then Flash is like,
Flash, um, he didn't get hit by the explosion yet because he's well the Flash, and he's like, Barry, you gotta go faster than the speed of light. You gotta break your one rule, and you gotta do it now. And he rewinds time. This is crazy. This is one of the best scenes in the movie, in my opinion. Um, the cinematography of
it's
this, the
amazing.
music, the
Yeah.
lines by him. He's talking about his dad and how he believed in him. Wow.
So
I
then
mean,
he runs back in time and everyone's back.
yeah,
And
everyone's
then
back. Yeah.
Steppenwolf dies and is beheaded by Wonder Woman. This
R rating.
boom. Yeah,
That's what the R
we're not
rating is.
allowed to watch this movie, but whatever.
That's what the R rating was for. And
Yeah.
Steppenwolf is beheaded.
Dead. Yeah. And then what does Darkseid do? Step on it. Well, actually, we see a little shot of Darkseid, and then the Justice League are outside, like, like beat you, right?
Yeah.
And then Darkseid is no, steps on Steppenwolf's head, everything gone. And then he's like, I knew Darkseid would fail.
Yeah.
I knew
I knew
Steppenwolf would
Steppenwolf.
fail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, yes, yes, you did.
Yeah.
And they're having a little dialogue with Desaad and Darkseid, and they're talking. They're like, I knew Steppenwolf would fail, and
Yeah.
all that. Darkseid says, ready the Armada. We will use the old ways. Dang. I mean, Darkseid, wow. That is a really cool line. That is a really cool voice. Um, we get to see
Then
the actual reveal, I guess, of the movie. And yeah, that's basically he said we will use the old ways, and the movie ends right there. Well,
no.
the
Okay,
part
we
6.
missed a lot of yeah. So that's the ending of part 6, and then we got an epilogue.
Yeah,
No, yeah. So then the epilogue was like, the closing moments, and then Lex Luthor and Deathstroke on the boat, which we already saw in Justice League,
yeah,
and then Nightmare sequence.
hmm yeah,
So in the Nightmare sequence, we have Batman, Cyborg, Flash, Mara, Joker, and Deathstroke. So what they're doing is they're trying to hide from Superman. And
yeah,
in this timeline, Aquaman and Wonder Woman are dead.
yeah,
All right. So they're trying to hide from Superman because Lois is dead. So obviously Superman is gonna be evil now.
yes,
Um, so what happened is Mara's like, let the pay for what he's done for what he did to Arthur. And then Joker mentions Robin, who died. Death
yeah,
in the family, right? So then that, and then Deathstroke is like, you sure you want to work with him? And he's like, do I have a choice? And then, Cyborg's like, he's found us. And then so we see Superman with the red eyes because he's evil now. Darkseid's taken over everything.
yeah,
And then they all get ready to fight him. And then boom, he wakes up. Then outside he sees Martian Manhunter. Martian Manhunter's like, yeah, we should work together, stuff like this. We've been watching for a long time.
yeah,
And he's like, some have called me the Martian Manhunter.
yeah,
And then the movie ends, closing out saying for autumn.
yeah.
And that's the ending of Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Hell of a movie, man.
It was a hell of a movie. And there's our breakdown for you.
There you go.
Now let us review the film.
Yeah.
Now, Ish, what what were your first reactions as soon as you closed the movie on your TV?
I just had to start clapping, man.
Yeah, it was
Some of the best 4 hours I think I've spent watching a movie,
yeah, definitely.
and it's outstanding, man, to see the work and the dedication behind this movie. Like, I love this movie so much. I think it was insanely well done. I really loved every single part of this movie. I mean, everything was just done like someone cares about
Yeah.
what they're talking, what they're trying to portray, you know? Everyone was cool, the villains, the heroes, the music. Like this
Music
movie
was music was
like
on point.
this movie made me feel bad for the villain side.
Yeah.
Like Steppenwolf, I mean, yeah, he's really, murders a lot of people. But he was just trying to prove his worth to Darkseid, and to have him as this main villain, and then he just got stepped on at the end by Darkseid, just
Yeah.
totally disrespected. It's crazy, man. Um,
Um
yeah,
yeah. My thoughts were like, being a BVS Man of Steel defender, being someone who wanted the Snyder Cut since 2018, being someone I was not disappointed at all. A big Zack Snyder fan, not disappointed one bit. I thought almost every moment was amazing. Obviously, I have a few nitpicks with the movie, but I have that with every single movie I've ever seen. I think we all do because no movie is perfect,
yeah,
right? You can still give movies max ratings, but they will definitely have something bad in them because it's a movie.
hmm
Um, like you could take Endgame for example, 10 out of 10 movie. It has some stupid stuff in it,
yeah,
right?
it does.
It does.
Yeah,
So anyways, to this movie. Now, first off, that script was so much more better than the original one we got. It was the same plot, it's just a lot was changed. A lot was changed.
yeah,
Like you could tell what was changed, right? And in Justice League, you could tell what was shot by Zack Snyder and what was shot by Joss Whedon. This you is like, wait, this was in original Justice League, but it looks so much better here. That's because Zack Snyder in is amazing with the camera.
yeah,
Yeah. Um, the acting was on point.
yeah,
Honestly, I think I had a few nitpicks with Gal Gadot and Jason Momoa, but that's about it. Uh, they were so great, but I felt like the less Gal Gadot like spoke, it was like, yeah, okay, she's still there, right? But I feel like she needed more time to speak also.
yeah,
But also there were some times where she spoke where she didn't need to speak. I thought Flash Ezra Miller was great. He wasn't very good in Justice League, but he was great in this one. Ben Affleck's always a pleasure to watch.
yeah.
Same
Always.
with yeah, Ray Fisher, but Ray Fisher takes the cake.
Yeah,
Cyborg was probably one of the best characters in this movie. He was done way better this time. He was brought justice.
yeah,
Yeah. And then, cinematography is great. Slow motion, we needed more. Some people said there was enough. No, we needed more. I wanted the movie to be longer. I didn't want it to end. Camera work was amazing.
yeah,
Uh, yeah, editing was on point. Pacing was, yeah, it was there, but like it was a little weird in the first two, but it was there.
yeah.
It paced out well. So yeah, ish thoughts.
This is I think it's definitely just it's worth the runtime. I know a lot of people said this movie is the exact same. It's really not.
It's not.
It's way off that, and I think the runtime was needed. I think there could have been more, but what we got is still 4 hours is a very long time, especially for just one movie. And well, what can I say? It was worth it. It
It
was definitely
was.
worth it, and I'm grateful that we have this movie. Very grateful.
Yeah. So ratings. Here we go. I'm gonna give Zack Snyder's Justice League a 10 out of 10.
Yeah. I'm gonna be giving it a 10 out of 10 as well.
Thank you, Zack Snyder, for this masterpiece. I haven't been able to watch it again yet, but I definitely will. I would love to watch Justice is Gray. Please release it where we are. No, don't,
Yeah,
not just the states.
I know.
Um, but yeah, Zack Snyder, thank you so much. I will be watching if they restore the Snyderverse, man.
Please, it has to be done.
It has to be done. I want to see more. But if we don't get to see more, then I'll watch Man of Steel, BBS, and this.
Just on a cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time we make a video and we don't have green screens, I'll have it playing on my TV in the back.
Go for it, man.
Yeah. All right, guys, that's going to close us out.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching. And this has been Skywalker Stories.